Hey, what is good? What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys. Today we are here with the top and best overall servers you can use in Portal for a lot of the challenges in the game, and also weapon and player XP farms. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys showing love and support as always. So I'm going to be showing a combination of servers so that way you guys can figure out what servers to join. They will likely get patched in the near future because DICE seems to never get it right when it comes to bot farms. They didn't learn their lesson in 2042, and they certainly didn't learn their lesson in Battlefield 6. So in my opinion, I don't judge anybody for doing this. I personally don't really do it myself. I think I did it for like a couple of the class challenges, but in terms of like weapon XP and just overall XP, I don't particularly enjoy farming this because I fall asleep within like 5 minutes when I try to do it. But this is for anyone that does want to do it. No judgment from me whatsoever. You can actually get a full-on XP farm. A lot of people were doing this during double XP weekend, and I'm going to show you guys the overall best server codes you could use for not only just XP, but also for some of your class challenges as well, because I know a lot of people are still working on those. So I'm going to showcase those for you. So obviously, to find Portal servers, you want to head over to the community tab, and then you want to head over to search experiences. Now, do bear in mind, certain server codes may not be able to be created by yourself, because I do believe there's a thing where only Battlefield Pro members, or essentially the expensive like $30 battle pass, can start certain servers. So when you do this, ideally you want to be in a private server. There are servers that are hosted, like for example, I'll type in one of these server codes. Some of them are hosted, and some of them just flat out don't allow you to join them at all. So this is one of the other ones that I actually tried a while ago. This is like an AI server where you can use it for like XP farms and whatnot. So this first one is a bot server. Now, there have been reports that this one hasn't been working very well. And there's also an issue where it can kick you to the main menu if you try to join. However, I usually don't join these servers. What I usually do is I usually host one. So usually what you want to do is, if you are able to do so, you want to go ahead and host the server. You want to make sure you set a password so only you can join it, or your friends, whomever else is joining the server. That way nobody else outside of yourself and maybe your friends can join this server. And then you just want to go over to host. Now, do bear in mind, if you try to host, you're very likely going to be met with the game data quota error. I'm assuming that's what I'm going to get hit with here in a minute. Okay, well, it actually launched it. That's not what I was expecting. Cut. Okay, well, that was a little funny. I did not expect it to actually launch because people have been getting error codes all day, and I was kind of expecting the same thing. But actually, I could see it did actually work that time. And I cut it out so you didn't see it, but it does actually work. So this server can be used for XP farms. I do believe it loads pretty much random maps as far as I'm concerned. I noticed it usually starts off with like Firestorm a lot of the time. So YTCRG is the first server that you could use for bot farms. Additionally, if you're having trouble with this one, because I do know some people have had issues with starting the server, the next server code that I recommend for bot servers is going to be Y6QXW. This is essentially the same exact thing, except it's only Manhattan maps. Just bear that in mind. This will be another way that you can unlock your weapons, unlock your attachments, level up your player. Now, do bear in mind, you are going to hit the XP cap fairly quickly if you do this. The games do last somewhere around 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how fast you want to end it, because I do believe you have full control over how fast the game can go. And I think the longest it can go is like maybe an hour or something like that. But just bear in mind that you are going to hit the player XP cap fairly quickly. And also, just another reminder, when you do this, if you do care about your stats, which me personally, I care a little bit about them, this will absolutely destroy your KD, and I don't mean in a bad way, I mean in a good way. So like, let's say I get 100 kills, that's going to reflect on my KD here. So if you don't want to have like fake stats, then I don't recommend that you do this at all, because it will 100% affect it. But if you don't care about that kind of thing, then by all means, farm away, have some fun. Like I said, I personally don't really do it that much, primarily because I don't like it affecting my stats, and I also fall asleep when I try to do bot farms. But for those that really do like that kind of thing and just want to get your weapons unlocked quickly, I know some people work full-time jobs, you know, this is something that's for you. So just bear that in mind. To each their own is what I say to that. The next one is actually a newer bot farm method that a lot of people have been taking advantage of. This is the one that pretty much everybody was talking about over the weekend, and it's going to be Edward A 8 Delta Golf. Essentially what this is like a hardcore variant of what you just saw. You're able to kill enemies a lot faster. They essentially run towards you, and you're able to get much more XP at a faster rate. That's why this one has a much higher rating than some of the other ones. Now, like I said, I recommend you go ahead and host one. You can browse the servers, but the issue is that sometimes there are other players that might be queuing in on the other team. So that's why I recommend, if you can host a server of your own for this one, definitely give it a shot, because you are going to run into that issue of other players. And there is also another issue where people are trying to host these servers, and a lot of times they are just straight up disconnected, or they are kicked to the main menu. So I actually tried this earlier this morning when I was making this video, and it kicked me straight to the main menu when I tried to host it. So then what I did was I went to host, or when I tried to join one, sorry. When I went to host it instead, it actually worked, and I was able to set a password, and the server basically stayed up the entire time. So just bear that in mind. I don't know if this is going to be patched in the near future. DICE is pretty slow when it comes to patching these kinds of things. Well, not all the time, but most of the time. So just something to keep in mind when you do use these things. But me personally, I think that this server code is by far the best one for AI bot farms, if you want to go ahead and get as much XP as possible. Even my friend who did this, who doesn't really play the game that much, he did this in a bot server for about 30 to 40 minutes, and he got 300,000 XP. Just beware of the daily XP cap, because I believe it's like 1.5 million. So just make sure you keep that in mind. The next server code is more geared towards challenges and also just overall learning the game. This is a great server if you want to go ahead and practice air vehicles. And the server code is X8XB. This is a server code where you can practice your dogfighting inside of the game. This is actually a really good server. Now, I'm personally not a fan of playing with aircraft in the game. I think it's relatively boring, and there's a lot that needs to be fixed there. They did just recently fix the anti-aircraft tracking bug. But me personally, I'm just not really a fan of air vehicles, but this is a great server where you can practice your dog fighting in this game. So highly recommend. Keep these servers on like a document or something, that way you can come back to it for any people that want to learn the air vehicles. Moving on, and just to be clear, this is more like a more something where you take the training wheels off and you're looking to actually get in real dogfights. So just bear that in mind. This is not like a private server. This is essentially a 1v1 server. I just want to make that clear. This is a 1v1 server with jets with another player. So if you want something a little bit more beginner, I'd recommend that you give this server code a try, which is 6GVY. And this is basically a practice server where, let's say you don't know anything about jets, you don't know anything about helicopters, you don't know how to fly them, you're trying to tweak your controls and sensitivity. This is the server to do it in. This is literally just the baseline for players that have absolutely no idea how to use the vehicles. So I highly recommend you guys give this one a shot. And then once you finally get the hang of the controls, then you're going to want to move over to the 1v1 jet area, which is versus another player. That will give you great practice in learning some of the styles and tactics to flying some of the aircraft in the game. And last but not least, the last server code I want to introduce to you, for anyone that's been on my channel in the previous videos, you guys kind of already know this one, and that's YP7X6. This is a breakthrough 3v21 grenade server. They title it grenade server, but what it actually is, it loads you into the map Firestorm, and it's literally 3v21 where all the enemies on the other team are holding defibs. They're not shooting at you. They're just running at you and holding defibs. Don't worry, they're not going to defib you. And it's just AI. This is by far the best server to get, I would say, 90% of your challenges done. This one server I did for the Airburst challenge. I did this server for some of my smoke challenges. I did this server for some of my revives as well. It's just a really good server where you can get this done. And you can get a lot of challenges that just are flat out terrible. You can also get suppression assist done here. There are so many challenges that you can get done in this server, and this is one that I thought was going to be patched a while ago when they made some changes to some of the bot farms, but they never actually patched it, so it's still in the game. Now, just bear in mind, you cannot weapon farm XP in this. The reason why I say that is because the server is customized to only spawn you with a sniper rifle. So you're only going to be able to have a sniper rifle on your class. It is primarily designed for using your gadgets. So if you need grenade launcher kills, if you need The airburst launcher, the fire airburst launcher, you need kills with that. That's what the server is for. So if you're looking to get actual kills with your weapon, you can't do it in the server. I recommend doing it in some of the other bot servers. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for all the love and support as always. Like I said, these are just some of the top bot servers and overall custom servers that I recommend that you guys keep on a spreadsheet. That way you just have something to go back to, because I know not everybody's really into the sweatiness of PvP. And, you know, while I disagree with some sentiment there, I understand the mindset, and I actually respect that. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for the love and support. Let me know if there are any server codes that I didn't mention in this video that you guys are using. Leave it in the comments box. Help out your fellow Battlefield players out there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.
Fucking got it.